Look at this. I've got 1,752 members in my trading group. I want to give a few shout outs to my trading group. CBC, thank you so much. I'm up $13,000 this week. Your group's amazing. I made $47,000 in April because of your setups. This person's up 2,400, 1,500, 647%. This person doubled my money after a phone call that we had just yesterday. This person said, I woke up and I had 73% gains in data. Thank you. I woke up with 58% gains while I was sleeping. Another $1,000. That's $4,000 in 7 days. I've got a cryptocurrency trading group. I've got 6 chat groups where everybody's calling out breakouts, posting charts, working together to trade this market. I've got 41 videos in a playlist. If you don't know anything about trading at all, nothing, you can watch these videos. You'll be making profitable trades. Number one reason why people join my trading group is I post profitable trading setups every single day, and we've been killing it. If you guys want to join the cryptocurrency trading group, you want to pay in crypto, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. I'll get you set up and in the group today. You pay for 6 months in crypto, you get a 20% discount. You pay for the year in crypto, you get an additional month for free and a 30% discount. If you do want to pay with a card month to month on a monthly basis, you can do so. There's a Patreon link that's in the description. This is Tezos up 72%. You can see here's the setup posted. Here's 52% out of link. Again, bought the breakout down here. Here's the setup. Here's Ethereum, 57% gains out of Ethereum. Here's the setup. Bitcoin Cash broke out 60% gains over time. I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto daily. Before we jump into this video, I want to ask you guys, smash the like button. Trying to get a like spike going. 1,000 likes a video, that's the goal. Leave a comment in the comment box. Helps me grow the channel. YouTube algorithms really like to see those comments. Let me know what number like you were. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. I'm going to make sure you're very successful in the cryptocurrency space on a daily basis. I'm going to cover all the important topics you need to know. Jumping right into the market. Today in crypto, sideways. Overall market cap of cryptocurrency, $247 billion. This is a Bitcoin daily chart. So we've got $9,000 pretty strong overhead resistance, 786 Fibonacci retracement levels overhead as well. Right now we do have a bullish cross of the 21 and the 200 simple moving averages on this daily time frame. Bearish idea is this though. These vertical lines represent when we've seen previous RSI that's been extremely overbought. And on these occasions in the past, we've had sell-offs based on these ideas. Okay, so the RSI needs to cool off, and this will take, if Bitcoin ranges, it could cool off. There's also the MACD is starting to round lower. We could get a bearish MACD cross, which is potentially a sell signal. So if you do get some downside price action, it'll confirm that. There's possible bearish divergence. So if the move does move lower, continue lower, this divergence would get confirmed and potentially exacerbate a move to the downside. Okay, so the question is, are we topping out here? A lot of people would say, hey, should I buy Bitcoin right now? And one thing to consider is if Bitcoin breaks above this overhead resistance line, this upper trend line here, this falling broadening wedge, and retest, there's a lot of upside, huge targets up here, 14,000. Okay, but until that happens, we have to assume that every time this price action's run to the top of this channel, it's retraced to the bottom. Okay, so understand that idea. We have to assume it continues in this pattern, and essentially it's topped out right here, unless you see a breakout, and that's where people would open up new positions. You don't want to buy before strong overhead resistance. You want to buy at support and sell at resistance. Okay. Right now, there is some support around, 8,000, 8,300. I'm going to talk to you about those numbers, 7,800. The 200 simple is at about 8,000 as well. So it would be perfectly normal and feasible to think that the price action could pull back and test this level, this 200 simple moving average. And it did so previously here. However, it bounced and then kind of got rejected and rolled over. Remember, bullish trends happen when the price is above the 200 simple moving average. And so like bull run ready, we'll see price action stay pegged above the 200 simple moving average. So that's very important. We're just waiting for things to unfold here on this higher time frame. So this is a Bitcoin 1 hour chart, and I'm watching adamantly to see how this price action responds. We're right here at this overhead resistance at about 9,000. So potentially there's a double top right here, which could be an ascending triangle, which is a common topping pattern for Bitcoin. So if you get rejected here at this level and it doesn't break higher, right? So 64% chance of a break to the downside based on this idea. Now, so this triangle breaks to the downside, you're looking at 8,400, 8,000, and 7,800 potentially after that. So I'll keep you up to date daily on this, but right now it's all about to happen right here. We really need to see. This is a key level. We got Asia waking up in about 3 hours. Daily candles are going to close, so these are important times of the day as far as seeing most of the market movement happens, at 12 a.m. UTC and 12 p.m. UTC when your daily and 12-hour candles close. So we're looking at this possible rejection. Again, it would be great. Bitcoin breaks higher here, things start to change. This is just, I want to kind of go over like how did we get to this situation. So last night, of course, I'm up all night. Bitcoin's all moving all over the place. And I stated, you have this, this is a 30-minute time frame, okay? So this is the hourly, this is the 30 minutes. So you're going to get a lot. These are very small moves right here, okay? You have to trade with leverage to make a bunch of profit on these smaller time frames, which can be extremely profitable. So I stated if price action gets rejected here, this bearish retest would show you basically test the lows of the range, which would be down in this area. And so you can see you got this bearish retest. So again, that's confirmation that confirms this pattern validity. You got a bearish MACD cross possible here as well. And so then that gets us to this point. And I was kind of playing around this idea of this falling channel. Maybe that's a valid pattern. Maybe this is a triangle. But the key is this. You have this. I was looking for a move down to around 84.50. We got to 85.20. Okay, and so then I was looking for a bounce at that point, like we talked about previously, as far as testing the lows of the range, and here we are. And then we got that bounce that I was looking for. Again, bullish breakout of this falling wedge. So here we are. This is the important trend line to watch. Can the bulls push above this trend line? You almost got this inverse head and shoulders right here, which is a bullish reversal pattern. So if the bulls can break higher here, let me just draw this. So if the bulls can break higher here, it's not perfect, but if the bulls can break higher here, there's some upside. You could see 9,100 potentially. Okay, at the end of the day, the game changes when this high, lower high, we need a high, Bitcoin bulls need a higher high right here. You do have some possible hidden bearish divergence that if it does play out, if you get a pullback here, then again, you're testing the lows of the range again, and possibly lower than that. So 8,400 would be in the cards if it gets rejected right here. And again, you've got that descending triangle that we talked about with, if you get a breakdown to the downside of that, 8,000, 7,800 in the card. So it's all about to happen. We got to watch this. All eyes on Bitcoin. What's new, right? That's one thing about this market that makes it so different from other markets is you've got the Bitcoin, the puppet master. You got to have two screens set up at all times. There's so much to watch. You got to figure out what's going on with Bitcoin and then watch the alts based on that idea. It's a lot easier when Bitcoin just ranges and it's moving sideways and these alt BTC pairs are just taking off everywhere. The point of this is just, my trading group is amazing. We're killing it every day. But you have to understand, like, to get these 715% gains, 220% gains. This person was up he had 5 days, 5 winning days since he joined the group. He's up 2,000%. These types of numbers are possible, but you're leverage trading. And so you have to start with, you got to be able to walk before you run. Otherwise you will fall, right? And so, this person made $11,000. It's phenomenal. It's the best feeling in the world to see the amount of success that we have in the trading group. Everybody's working real hard. I even get a lot of you guys, and I appreciate when you reach out to me and let me know, like, hey, I started watching you, a year ago, year and a half ago, 2 years ago, and I've learned a lot from you. So I really appreciate the opportunity to kind of do this on a daily basis with you guys, keep you up to date on everything crypto. This is an interesting idea, and we these are things I check every day. Fear and greed index 44. It's right, it's kind of in the middle. So are we going to move higher or lower? I mean, there's a lot of technicals that show potential pullback, but I feel stronger that way if people were more greedy, and they're still not greedy. This market likes to pump, take everybody's money when they get greedy. Everybody FOMOs in. We've got a lot of new money coming into the market, a lot of retail based on the spot trading volume. And so and I'm going to talk to you about another idea, talking about open interest and what it's done. So make sure and watch this video to the end. Now, Bitcoin dominance, again, I check this every day. The Bitcoin dominance is climbing. It leaves altcoins vulnerable to the next leg down. And this is important. Like, there's, again, so many things to check on a daily basis. Bitcoin dominance skyrocketed. These altcoins have not been moving very well based on this idea. Okay, so if you imagine you take the Bitcoin market cap and in relationship to the total cryptocurrency market cap, and right now Bitcoin makes up 66% of that. That means as this increases, altcoins dominance decreases. And so we're constantly watching this idea. Maybe we're getting possibly this is some type of a rising wedge, a good rejection here. These altcoins will start to take off again. If Bitcoin drops 3%, we'll have a really good little mini alt season. And that's potentially what we're setting ourselves up for. If you look right here, Bitcoin dominance falling. These altcoins took off during this period of time. So if you're an altcoin holder, that's what you're looking for. You want to see Bitcoin dominance retrace. And again, I'm checking it every day. Another new chart I want to talk to you about, and I check this all the time too, this is the total altcoin market cap. So if you took all the altcoins added together, this is something that you want to check, because you'll find patterns here, and hey, there's a time to trade altcoins and there's a time to trade Bitcoin. And this helps you with that decision. So essentially there's a falling wedge or a bull flag here, okay? Essentially, when this peaks out, you want to sell your altcoins. If you're a trader, if you have a small bag that you're practicing with as far as trading, you want to sell when this retraces, okay? Here you would have had, oversold RSI as far as your sell signal, and then there it is again, MACD sell signal, nailed it. The total altcoin market cap was up to 87 billion here. Well, it comes back down here, and then you get your buy signals from your MACD, and close to oversold levels on your RSI, and your altcoins slowly, gradually moved higher over time. And again, you made back, so you're making these percentages, and when you start compounding your profits, that's where the game changes, right? So then you see we've had this, all the altcoins declined in value. On average, every altcoin dropped about 10-12% just on this recent price drop, okay? Now, we got this bounce, so that could be your altcoin buy signal. And we ran up and broke above this support and resistance level. So now, when this breaks out, we're going to see potentially $88 billion altcoin market cap. That's a big swing. That's 10% on top of, all the altcoins will go up 10% at that point. On average, you're going to get, your stronger altcoins, you're going to see 20-25% gains out of this. So this is what we want to see. Like it's like hunting season, right? There's an altcoin season, and they're like a lot of these mini little altcoin seasons that you have to be able to identify. There's a time to trade them, and there's a time to I sit and tether, right? I don't want to get caught. I'm not a part of any downtrends. I'm not here to lose any money, right? I like to treat every dollar like it's my last. You have to be smart about how you trade and move your money around in this market. This is the CME Bitcoin charts, futures. And essentially, it's just kind of ranging right here. Potentially, do we have some type of triangle in here? You're looking for a breakout, just depending if you use the wicks. Hard to say. Probably could go down to the 1 hour chart and get a little bit more clarity. There it is. And probably this is similar to Bitcoin. Might be a descending triangle, which is a bearish triangle, right? But then you got this idea of maybe a double bottom. So again, it's all about this right here. If it breaks higher, there's some potential upside. Okay, that would just negate our bearish idea as far as a 64% chance of a break to the downside. Even if it does come down here and test this upper trend line, again, it bounces and it's bull run ready. Bitcoin takes off again. Okay, so don't get stuck. That's why I'm saying hourly time frame. If you go out to the daily, none of this even really shows up. It's like a little blip on the radar. You can't even see it, right? So you want to zoom in, use a time frame that works for you. If you're a day trader, you're using the shorter term time frames. If you're a holder, potentially don't get stressed out. Just watch these daily 12-hour time frames. This is the traditional market. It's very correlated to what Bitcoin's doing. It was red most of the day. It's slightly green right now, so that's potentially good as far as Bitcoin goes. And this is the most important thing I want you guys to watch and understand today. This is a Bitcoin daily chart. So this is CME Bitcoin futures open interest. On 4 occasions, open interest is above CME open interest is above $300 million right now. And on these 4 occasions, I want to show you well, 3 occasions so far. On these 3 occasions, I want to show you how the price action responded to this. So you can see it, and I marked it with a 1 up here. The open interest was extremely high, and you see here 1, and you see you got a big retrace. And so what this means is there's the total number of open contracts as far as the futures market goes is reflected here. Why are there a lot of open contracts, and why is there a lot of open interest? It means there's a lot of people that are potentially trying to trade this market because they're looking for that volatility. Now, this doesn't always mean a move to the downside, but it does mean a big move is coming. Boom. Are you guys ready? Because it's coming. Make sure to have a plan in place right now. Make a plan. If Bitcoin does this, Bitcoin's going to drop. Where's my stop loss at? What am I going to do? Bitcoin bounces. If it pulls back and then bounces, what am I going to do? Have a plan in place. If these emotions take over and you're freaking out, you don't know what to do, and you freeze up. You do not want to freeze up. The most important part about making money in this market is having a plan before things happen. Just like anything you do in life, any business, you gotta have a business plan, right? I want you to have a plan what to do. But to sum this up, on occasion 2, again, huge retrace when the open interest was extremely high above this level. You see 3 right here, open interest extremely high, right? So open interest, they could be shorting. Obviously the number of shorts might be increasing here as well. Longs and shorts, it's hard to tell. So here you can see, here we are again, number 4 right now, open interest, close to all-time highs. Big move is coming. Be ready. Important thing here is you got to find it before the news does, right? And so this is posted today. Of course, I'm talking about it yesterday. Every time CME Bitcoin open interest hits a record high, it marked a local top. And again, you got to find this news before mainstream picks it up to be very successful. Ideas like this: Vechain, MasterCard, Alipay join Australia-China supply chain consortium. Big news, big names. Vechain, MasterCard, Alipay. Basically, Australia's got 76 billion of exports going to China, and these are all involved on this APAC Provenance Council. So huge names. Vechain's involved, staying in the news. Vice Crypto Ratings believes the dollar will lose its place if Bitcoin hits $1 million. $1 million Bitcoin. I can't even wrap my mind around that. It's like, it seems like the other day it was $3,800. $1 million. How long would it take to get to that point? Weiss is not really a big proponent of Bitcoin. Like, a lot of times they'll score Bitcoin as far as on the chart that they make, down below 10, with the top cryptos. EOS is, I think, one of the top cryptos that they like. Anyways, the point is, $1 billion market cap, they think, by the end of the year. Right now, Bitcoin's market cap is $163 billion. So I guess the question is, we think Bitcoin's going to, 5x before the end of the year? You guys think that's doable? Man, those are big numbers. I'm trying to wrap my mind around those. So essentially, $1 million Bitcoin. They think that the dollar might lose its purchasing power that it has today if Bitcoin's price estimation comes true. How can the dollar not lose its purchasing power? They just keep making more. Like, after a while, it's going to catch up. This quantitative easing works for a little bit, but watch, they're devaluing the dollar. This is the future. The future is golden. For sure. We're in this early. Man, life-changing money. It's coming. You know that Satoshi's wallet has 980,000 Bitcoins in it? Could you just imagine? This person was jokingly saying, hey, they could use it to pay off the national debt. Listen, Bitcoin gets to $1 million, and he'll definitely pay a nice chunk of it off. Litecoin Mimblewimble integration sees test build and code base progress. Like, this privacy idea with Mimblewimble is definitely going to put it on the map even more. So keep an eye. Remember, Litecoin always does this thing where it runs up to $150. Obviously it ran up to $400 at its peak, $450. And you kind of, I can think about it. Litecoin is just, after the halving, it's taken a hit and it's just not reached its full potential as far as price goes. Again, bull market coming. Watch Litecoin. It's one of these stable, solid coins that over time just always increases in value. I remember I got into crypto and it was like $4 at the beginning of 2017. I've got a guy in my group, he was buying, He was mining it, and he was buying Litecoin 20 and 30,000 at a time when it was a penny. Like, it's been around for a while. So anyways, this gentleman in this Litecoin Talks forum, he's saying that they're implementing Mimblewimble privacy enhancements, and it's reached an important milestone with the build of this test bed. So this gentleman claims he's also run end-to-end validation tests through the framework, which means it's close to working at this point. You know, he's had some successful tests as far as this privacy goes with Litecoin, which is important. Crypto trading app Robinhood raises $280 million after benefiting from the panic situation. Think about how much new money came into the market, traditional markets, based on the collapse or short-term collapse at this point of traditional markets. A lot of people, I mean, imagine this, they're at home, unable to go to work, and they're just trading. So I'd like to hear some feedback from you guys. Like, were there any investments that you made when the traditional markets pulled back that benefited you guys real good? What were some of your good buys? I'd like to hear some feedback from you guys just to understand your experience. Do you guys use Robinhood? What trading app do you use for traditional markets? If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below, hit the bell for notifications. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.